Welcome to Shift Mail Communications. We are here to discuss a few things about ground force and its basics. Ground team is a team which works on the field. What are the basic materials required to install the connections we are going to know? The basic materials are RJ45 jacks, Cat5 cable, which is also known as Ethernet cable, cable ties, customer point box, male female plugs, electrical cable which is used for power supplying or powering up the ONUs. Basically we are going with ONU and OLT technology nowadays. That's why I am clearly mentioning ONU. And there is another material ONU patch card, fiber protection sleeves, termination box or joint enclosures, optical fiber cable, messenger wire which is also known as lock wire, rope wire or support wire, couplers and OLT. In the last slide we had known the basic material. So to install the connections there will be a tools also required. We are going to know the basic tools. Okay, first crimping tool which is used for crimping RJ45 jack to the Cat6 or Cat5 cable or whatever the cable you are using. Their second tool is cutter. Basically it would be a electrical cutter which is used to cut the wires. Okay, cutting plates, screwdriver which has plus and minus, which is known as in another words it is known as star and minus. Okay, there is another important material is splicing machine. Splicing machine constant of it contains of splicing machine, diamond cutter, stripper, and for easy cutting of the cable we use blades. Okay, we are going to know one by one what are the basic materials. Okay, starting with RJ45 jack. It is a 8-pin connector where 1, 2, 3 and 6 are used for basically used for connecting purposes. Okay, second material is cat cable or Ethernet cable. Ethernet cable is a twisted cable which comes in single pair, two pair and four pair. A single pair means two wires, two pair means four wires, four pair means eight wires. They are basically differentiated as cat 2 cable, cat 3, cat 4, cat 5, cat 5e and cat 6, and it goes on. But basically we are basically using up to cat 6 cables nowadays. Okay, in which 2, 3 and 4 are not in use nowadays, and cat 5 is being used because it supports up to 100 mbps speed. Cat 5a supports up to 1000 mbps. Cat 6 cable supports up to 10 gigabytes per second. There is a specific color code for cable in two-pair cable which comes with blue and blue white, or orange and orange white. In four-pair cable, blue, blue white, orange, orange white, green, green white and brown, brown white. These are the basic color code of a cat 5 cable or two-pair cable. Okay, when we are crimping a four-pair cable, there is a specific color code. First, from starting from left to right, we will go from left to right. The first cable would be white of orange, which means that a white cable pair which comes with orange. Then comes orange, green, blue, white of blue, green, white of brown and brown. These are the 8 cables which are used. Which means that it is a 4-pair cable. Okay, this is a color code which is used universally. For crimping two-pair cable, we use first from starting from left to right. We are going every time we are going from left to right. Two-pair cable. First color will be white of orange. Second color will be orange. Third color will be white of green, and fourth and fifth does not have any wires in the jack. And next comes sixth, which will be green. Okay, seventh one will not have any wire, eighth one will not have any wire. So basically 2-pair cable is enough for communication of internet services, but 4-pair cable is more advisable than 2-pair cable. Next come cable ties. Cable ties are used for bunching the cable in a proper manner, as shown in the figure. That would be the best thing to be done. Okay, next comes customer point box or CP box, a metal box to safeguard our outdoor equipment. It comes with metal and plastic. Basically, we will go for metal because of its mechanical strength. We had placed some material in the CP box which needs power. For this purpose, we are going to use electrical wires from customer place to the CP box. For that, we required electrical wires, and for connecting purpose, we required male female electrical plugs. Okay, next comes ONU, optical network unit. This device converts light source, okay, light source, which is also known as optical source, to data. The next material is patch cord. There are three different types of patch cord: SCAPC, which is a green color cable, which is basically used in cable TV network; SC to SC patch cord, okay, which is used in ISP; LC connector, which is used to connect the modules and take the output. Okay, these are the three basic patch cards which are going to be we are going to use in internet or cable TV field. Fiber protection sleeves. Fiber protection sleeves, the word protection means that it is safeguarding something. When we complete our splicing, it requires a mechanical strength. For this purpose, we are going to use fiber protection sleeves. Basically, the construction of the fiber protection sleeve is of a two tube, one tube inserted in another tube, and there will be a metal wire, which is basically hard and which is used for protection purpose. Termination box is used for joining two ends of a OFC cable. They are basically manufactured for 2, 4, 6 and 12 pair cable jointing. Joint enclosure is same as a termination box. There are few advantages of joint enclosure over termination box. More than two cables can be jointed. Okay, it is basically used for 12, 24 and 48F cable. Okay, there are separate trays of cable, which means that if it is a 48 fair cable, 12 12 12 12 12 fours are 48, so there will be four different tracks, from which first 12F, second 12F and third 12F and fourth 12F comes. And for distribute, when the cables are going in a different direction of for example, in first 12F, if you are going north side, it can be placed on the track. Okay, next to 12F, it is going to another area, south, north, south, east, west, whatever you say, it can be easily kept in a separate trace, and we can identify the cables. A very important material, optical fiber cable, OFC or optical fiber cable, a media which is used to transmit data from one end to another end. Data is being changed from into light source and transmitted, used for long distance communication. Basically, it was very high cost when it was initially started, but nowadays it is very low cost as compared to other communication devices. As in another communication devices, basically the it comes with a cat cable or coaxial cable, or whatever you take into consideration. It is very cheap, and it is used for long distance communication. Messenger wire or lock wire, which is a single strand wire which has been insulated, and which is used for tying up the cables to the poles. rope wire or support wire. As we discussed earlier, we use OFC cable is been laid from pole to pole. If the pole distance is very high and the cable can be stretched out, and it may we may have breakages. For this purpose, we use a rope wire or support wire, which is a multi-stand cable which is mechanically supporting the wire. Okay, laid from pole to pole, so that the cable does not get damaged. Optical couplers are used to split the optical light and send into different directions. They are two-way, four-way and eight-way couplers used in GPON technologies. In cable TV also we use couplers, but they are of different values. For example, 595, okay, 595, 70 30, 50 50, 45 55, so on. Next comes OLT, optical line transmitter. This device has a copper input and an optical output. This optical output has been divided with the help of couplers, as we discussed in the earlier slide. This device comes with a 4 and 8 port output. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you very much.